Now we're coming up to Saqqara. Saqqara was the main cemetery site for ancient Memphis and was used by kings and or their officials from the first dynasty to the end of the Ptolemaic period. So from 3100 BC to about 30 BC. We're going to be visiting here the tombs of King Teti and the great step pyramid of Zoser, built by the famous architect Imhotep. Here are the great mastaba tombs of the first dynasty, which were the precursors of the pyramids.
Look at that. Look at the tombs here in our right hand side. Wanted to hide their treasures. They don't want anyone to find their pyramid. So that's why they dig the tomb under the ground. They stick to the same technology of digging the tomb in different places, but the top to look like part of the desert.
This is the pyramid of King Teti. Lots of dogs, lots of wild or feral dogs around. Sites. Some mortuary complexes we do not go into. We get to go into the burial chamber of this pyramid of King Teti. I'm not really sure what these buildings are. I can't find it anywhere in any of my guidebooks. Our guide didn't tell us anything about them. I don't know if they're little tombs or other mortuary complex buildings. Not really sure. So now we're coming up to the pyramid of Teti. We're down entering his tomb. This is King Teti.
Now in the tomb, heading to the tomb of King Teti. Just one. His name is what?
So here you'll notice the stars in the ceilings to represent the night sky. You'll see a lot more of this in other tombs and temples as we go along our trip. So Teti was the first king of the 6th dynasty. He reigned from approximately 2345 to 2323 BC. He was not actually royal. He became king when he married the daughter of the previous king, King Unas, and he married her daughter, Princess Iput. King Unas has a pyramid near the step pyramid, which we'll be visiting shortly after this. You'll see hieroglyphs all over the walls. And again, the stars in the ceiling. Not much is talked about Seti, more about the women in his life. 6 of his daughters were named after his grandmother, whom I can't pronounce her name. And they are buried in the Street of Tombs, which might be that row of tombs that we passed as we came in. I'm not really sure because the maps don't show it well. I decided not to go through into this other chamber. Poor Girlbear's getting her nose all scratched up. So we are actually in the tomb under a pyramid. When we look get outside and look around, you'll see there's not much pyramid shape left, more of just a pile of rubble, as everything sort of has fallen down over the thousands of years that it's been there. Yeah.
Just wait for the bus.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait for the bus.
Oh, what video? So we are approaching the entrance to the Step Pyramid Complex. We're approaching the building in the southeast corner. And we'll go through a vestibule, and then we'll pass through a corridor composed of 2 rows of 20 half-engaged fluted columns. And you'll see what that means by they're half-engaged. They're not fully freestanding on their own. And they're all carved in the imitation of bundles of reeds. Going through the doorway, vestibule.
She was making funny faces.
And then here's the half-engaged. They're not fully connected, or they're not fully freestanding, they're connected.
First column. History of mankind. Uno de los mitos más antiguos del mundo se llama el mito del Hep.
I already have some. I already have some.
Aquí se está muy bien, Pepe.
These are some of the first columns ever built. Interesting because they're not freestanding columns. They're built back into the wall to help support them.
Okay, now we're coming out into the small hypostyle hall, which is a chamber in which the roof is supported by columns with 8 columns arranged in pairs connected by limestone blocks. Beyond this, we're walking into the great courtyard in front of the step pyramid of Zoser. now enter the great courtyard on the south side of the pyramid. The complex is about 37 acres in all. The buildings we're coming up to on the right are is called the Hebsed Court, and this was something that the king would do to be recrowned once as king of Upper Egypt and once as king of Lower Egypt. And this is the ceremony the kings would perform. This is the Hebsed Court. All right, here we are at the step pyramid. The complex outside. Hopefully I'm catching Girlbear right now. The glare is so bad I can't see a thing. Here we are. Here's Girlbear coming to focus. Hanging out in front of the step pyramid. So the Hebsed complex that we just passed was meant to provide a setting for the king's celebration of the Hebsed in the afterlife. So again, his reconfirming himself as king as Upper and Lower Egypt. So we weren't given a whole lot of time here, especially for all there is to see in this complex, and you will hear me grumbling a little bit about that later. So I just kind of took off, and I'm going to try to get around most of the pyramid. I just pretty much go to the back because there's some interesting stuff back there. But I think we were given like, here, go up, take your pictures, and let's go off. And a lot of historians in the group, people really interested in the history. We just wanted to spend some time here. So the pyramid here was built in 6 stages. It started as a mastaba tomb, a mastaba square, about 207 foot square, about 8 meters high, 26 feet tall high. And this covers a shaft 28 meters or 92 feet deep, leading to the burial chamber. And so what Imhotep did was just build one layer on top of the other, like a little cake. King Zoser ruled from circa 2667 to 2648 BC, and these buildings of his complex are built in 2 types. Some were for practical uses, and the majority are actually dummy buildings, like some of those at the Hebsed Court. They were filled with rubble in the backside. But these are early precursors of the pyramids, and this pyramid is actually a pyramid off to our right hand side. You can just see the peak of it. I'm going to come around the side. So that little peak in the back there is the pyramid at Userkaf. And this whole thing was ringed by a wall. So we're now on the north side of the pyramid. And in this little thing here, see if I can find what it was, the name of this thing it's called. So this is called a serdeb.
Oh, it is.
And in here, we're going to see somebody's face.
Oh.
Yeah.
See if you can see it up in
That's
there.
what I'm gonna do.
If you can, then I definitely want that. Can you see a picture?
Possibly.
inside?
Yeah, you
You can
can.
do a picture, yes. If you have.
Yeah, you can.
But this telephone is good for you.
Yeah, this one.
I
I don't know that it will do.
Here, go here. Go with that. In the glasses here.
So you've just come face to face with King Zoser. That was him looking out at us. Step pyramid built by King Zoser. Here's sort of one of the steps popping out. Girlbear's sort of checking them out.
You can? Oh wow. Oh, this is mortuary temple. America?
So we're still on the north side of the step pyramid. And this is the original entrance to the burial chamber. We can't go in it as tourists, but that was how you got in there. That was the entrance for the dead. We came through the entrance to the living on the southeast corner.
Thank you.
So one thing you will see as you are traveling through Egypt is all the machine guns everywhere. But the people are super friendly and very helpful. Never felt unsafe.
North entrance of the step pyramid. I wander. I go quick. Huh? No, I don't care. Alright, so I just did a whole bunch of stuff and missed it. So we're going to walk up here, see what we're missing. So Tomb of Mehu, Edut, Unasank, Inefert, Pyramid of Unas, New Kingdom Cemetery, Tomb of Nut, Nebet, and Navakor. So we're going to miss all of this.
Welcome.
Hello.
Ah, I know the lady. I saw you.
Yes, in Alabaster Moss.
Alabaster Moss. Yay!
Yes. What are you shooting with?
We come from Argentina.
Okay, I got an Insta 360 X3. I just got it, so.
Charlignano. Charlignano.
Calignano?
Yeah.
Okay. Good luck.
Same to you.
Have a wonderful trip. We'll probably see each other again. I could spend hours out here. Look at all this stuff we're missing. This drives me crazy. Like, oh, let's go look at some pyramids. We're done.
Yeah.
Oh, there's just ruins. You don't want to see that.
Spend half an hour in a clothing shop where they try to shove stuff at you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you can have all the time you want here, but forget out here where there's all this amazing stuff.
Mystery.
Yeah, there's like this. You can actually walk down.
Oh my god.
I'm not doing it. I'll never come back up, but Yeah.
I would have done it if we had had the time.
Exactly.
But, oh gosh.
I'm just going to take a little peek down here because I was filming and I guess I wasn't filming. So this is the southern tomb.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't have time to go down in here, but boy, I would love to. That's amazing. All this stuff, you know, buried under the bedrock. But, you know, we're here to see pyramids. I know these are the mastabas and tombs.
Awesome.
Yeah. And I think there's one here with the vents on it. There I can hear people. I know before we had been down into one of them.
Again, so there's a hill right over there. If you stand on that hill right there,
Yeah.
you can just barely. Oh, you can see the top of the Great Pyramid right there.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, it's very much in the haze. I'm going to turn the camera that way.
Wait, no, I
So-
think the Great Pyramid's further on.
No, I
I
could.
think those are just two other pyramids.
Yeah, well, that's definitely the one. The one with the top on it.
Yeah, that's the Great Pyramid. I knew you could see them, but it's so hazy. Here's all this mortuary complex. Me too.
This is why I came.
Yeah. Oh no, like you said, let's go to the clothing shop. Now let's go to a carpet factory, right?
Oh my god, I'm so irritated.
Try and not buy something.
They're so
Breaking
aggressive.
Pyramid.
They don't leave you alone.
No.
Red Pyramid.
Where? Show me.
Breaking Pyramid on the left.
So what we're looking at here, we're on the back on the south side across from the entrance where we originally came in.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of mortuary complexes back here, and I think we're looking at that little lump there was the
From
Pyramid of Unos,
the southern tomb.
who was the
Behind this whole
father-in-law of
complex
King
with
Teti.
lots of other graves, tombs, they really go deep. So we're running out of time, so we're going to head back to the bus. But someone just pointed out this amazing detail of the cobras on top of this. Like, isn't that amazing? Step pyramid. So back on down. Which way? So this is the entrance exit to the complex in front of the step pyramid. Again, it's got these columns that aren't quite single self-standing columns. A few less people here now, which is nice.
We found also at the front here, see straight ahead, you find the wall there having
Oh man, there's every nook and cranny in here I want to investigate. Touch the rocks that have been carved 5,000-6,000 years ago. So smooth.
Dove c'erano i tesori, dove c'era
It's like super smooth here, these walls.
non ci sono iscrizioni, non ci sono figure.
Craftsmanship to put these together is phenomenal. Never put that clue in.
130 AD by Constantine. So when the Egyptians they started to convert into Christian, they started to just quit. These for them is just ruins.
And And
nobody access any temple for worship or anything related to the ancient beliefs or the worshiping the god and goddess, because gradually all the Egyptians converted into Christian. So all these places, I mean the pyramids area.
Okay, so here's the map again of the area of Saqqara and what we saw. The Step Pyramid Complex, Teti's tomb, and all the other tombs are there, Unas and some others. We're heading off now to go do a carpet factory. And that is the end of our sightseeing for today. This map is courtesy of the Illustrated Encyclopedia of Ancient Egypt by Lorna Oakes and Lucia Gallen. And that's where I got most of my information from. Really nice little book I picked up at Barnes & Nobles. So happy I did that.